Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to create and use a Ventoy bootable flash drive in Linux. So if you don't know what Ventoy is, it is a tool you could use to create these bootable flash drives that are actually able to have multiple images on them. So let's say you want to have some Windows installation files, Linux installation files, maybe some disk cloning tools, recovery tools, that type of thing. You could have them all on one flash drive. And then when you boot up to it, you could choose which one of these tools you want to use or which operating system you want to install. That way you don't have to have multiple flash drives with one tool or operating system on each one. All right, so we're going to show you how to do it via the command line, then we'll show you the GUI way here. All right, so we have our PNY 128 gig flash drive here. So I have some instructions here that I'll be copying and pasting from, and then I'll put these in the description. You'll have to edit certain things for your own situation though. All right, so let's start by opening up a terminal here. All right, so I already have it downloaded from the Ventoy website here. So if you go there, you can see they have the Windows version and the Linux version. So if you don't want to download it that way, you could use the wget command and download it from GitHub. You'll just need to change the version here. I just have the asterisk here to show that that's what needs to be changed for the wildcard to match the version from the GitHub website. So this way, if you want to use an older version, then you could put in the actual version number once you go to the GitHub website under releases and find it. Otherwise, you just have the current version from the Ventoy site here. Okay, so we have it in the downloads folder. So let's navigate to the downloads folder here. All right, so here's the command we're going to use to unzip it here. So we have the version number here that needs to match the downloaded version here. Okay, let's go to downloads. All right, so here's the file that I downloaded before, and here are the extracted files, just like that. All right, so now let's navigate into that folder here from the command line. All right, so now we're in the folder here. All right, so now we're going to check to make sure we're using the right device here, using the lsblk command here. So we need to find our flash drive. So that's this 115, which is 128 gig flash drive, PNY 128. So that is SDC. So that's what you'll need to change right here for when you install it on the flash drive. All right, so we're going to show you the command line way first, and then we'll do it with the GUI, and then we'll try it out by putting some ISO files on there and then booting up to it. All right, so let's run this command here to install it. Let's clear out the screen here first. Put in our admin password. All right, so this is telling us all data on the flash drive will be wiped, so make sure there's nothing on that you need to keep, and make sure you have the correct flash drive selected in case you have more than one. You can see it's changing it to Ventoy right there. All right, so that's done. So here's our Ventoy drive. So all we would need to do now is just drag and drop our ISO files into it, and that's all we need to do. All right, so now I'm going to go offline, kind of reset this flash drive to the way it was before we started, and then we'll try the GUI method. So I'll be right back. All right, so we have the PNY flash drive connected again. All right, so let's go for the next method here. Let's bring our terminal back up. Let's clear out the screen. All right, so first we need to make sure we have this Ventoy GUI file in the Ventoy folder here that in our downloads. Which we do, so that's good. So we need to make it executable now with this command. So you need to be in the folder in the terminal, so you can see we're in download/Ventoy. So that's fine. All right, so if it doesn't show you any error, that means it worked. All right, so now we're going to launch the GUI here with this command. All right, so we pick the correct flash drive from our drop-down if you have more than one. So here's the Ventoy in package, which matches our version. This message here, you're going to see that, so that's okay, so don't think something went wrong. So we're going to click on Install. So once again, you're going to get a warning that everything's going to be wiped. Double check. Okay, so now you can see we have an update option here. So if you ran this again, you could update it to a newer version. All right, so one little issue I had here when using the GUI method, which I've seen happen before, is that when you're done, it will kind of unmount your flash drive and you'll have to try and go remount it and get it going again. And that could be kind of a pain if you run into some errors. So that's one reason why I like the command line better. So you might run into that. So I'll add a little something to the notes there in case you run into that problem. But I kind of recommend doing the command line method anyways because it just seems to be faster and smoother. All right, so now we have our Ventoy folder back here on our flash drive. All right, so now let's copy some files over here. So I have a Windows 11 ISO file, Clonezilla, and Fedora. So I'm going to copy these all over here. All right, so this will take a couple minutes, so I'll pause the video and be back when it's done copying. Okay, so we have our ISO files copied over. So now what I'm going to do is shut down the computer and boot up with the Ventoy flash drive, and we'll see how it works. All right, so now we have our Ventoy menu with our three ISO files here. We have our Clonezilla, our Fedora Linux, and our Windows 11. And of course, you could also make folders on your flash drive. Let's say you want to have a Linux folder with multiple Linux distributions in there. You could do that as well. So let's say we load up a Windows, for example, here. So we have our options here for normal mode and so on, and other ISO files might have similar options as well. All right, so you can see we have our Windows 11 logo here, so that's a good sign. And now we're at the setup screen and we could take it from there. All right, so as you can see, it's not too difficult to create the Ventoy flash drive. And like I said before, I kind of prefer the command line option there because you don't have to remount your flash drive. That might not happen every time, but it seems to, for me at least. But one advantage of the GUI is that you could update it from there as well. So you could try them both out and see which way works for you. All right, so I'll put those notes in the description, but like I said, just make sure you change what needs to be changed, like the Ventoy version and your flash drive disk designation, so that way you have the correct information. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.